Celebrate Christmas with you.
Hey, you guys, we are so
Hi.
excited. Oh, there's a package. There's a package. It's probably a shopping package too. Hey guys, we are so excited to have our health chat today. Oh my gosh, this is going to be our last health chat of the year of 2020.
Wow.
I know, but we are super excited to be with you guys today. We're going to be talking about Evergreen, staying green all year long. And Crystal's going to talk to you guys more about that. And excuse me, but today we're going to be sharing a lot about our before and afters. And we're so excited. But before we get into that, I just wanted to share with you guys that we have a really fun challenge. And it's going to be so fun. It's a 30-day challenge. And it's going to start on January 4th. It starts with a 7-day cleanse. And then day 8 through 30 will be your vitamins in your shake. And we're going to be implementing small steps to add to our healthy lifestyle routine throughout the 30 days. So it's going to be amazing. And we already have people from Maryland, North Carolina, Chicago, Texas, Florida. Am I forgetting anywhere? Detroit, Michigan, Tennessee, Nashville, Brentwood area. Man, guys, we are just super excited because our team, like the people jumping on that are really wanting to change their lives. And some are wanting to change their lives and their financial situation. And some are just wanting to change their health, where their health is.
Right.
But whatever it is that they decide, that's up to them. We're just wanting people to be better all around, right? And that's where the Evergreen part comes in. So we are so excited because people are literally jumping on with us daily, and it's so cool. So anyway, I'm going to share with Crystal, who's going to talk to you guys a little bit more about the whole Evergreen concept.
Yay! Well, we chose the evergreen theme because when we think of wintertime, we know that the evergreen tree is what represents, it represents green even through winter. It's green all year round, and it's always flourishing. That's why we have evergreens as Christmas trees. They represent the idea of life, even through the winter, the most extreme wintry conditions where mostly all other life has ceased to exist. The evergreen is still green. It's always green. That's why it's called evergreen. It's forever green. It's always what it is. It's always life, representing life. And so that's the idea we wanted to bring forth, is the idea of health and wealth that's always flowing throughout all the seasons of life. Whatever life may bring, it's possible to have a life that is always flowing with health and with wealth and abundance in all the areas that are important to us. And so that's kind of where the evergreen concept comes from. We just want to create an opportunity that is always abundant with life.
Yay! So I know we're going to be sharing more of our before and afters today. And I'm like super excited because and who would want to start? Kalita, do you want to start with your before and after?
Oh, I can start. That's exactly what Krista was talking about. And if most of you know, I'm Coletta Haskin and I'm in Texas. And as Krista was talking, she was sharing about life. And that's what's so important to me. And that's why I even went into nursing, because I was concerned about people's lives, even my own life, family life. But what happened was, when I was working with in the hospital, and actually it was like neonatal ICU. That was my assignment, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. So that's the beginning of life, those little babies. But I was stressed at the time, trying to balance between my husband, the children, working late at night. My dad was sick with cancer. So I was trying to balance, and then I became stressed out, wanting to come home, go to sleep, because I'm tired. And that's what my friend saw. She said, you're not the same. We can't hang out like we was hanging out. You're not the same anymore. You're so tired, you're so stressed out. And that's when she said, why don't you just try these vitamins? And I was taking a supplement at the time, okay? And she came to me and she said, why don't you try these Shaklee vitamins? I didn't know anything about Shaklee, but I knew I was a nurse and I knew all the knowledge that I needed to have. And how do you tell me about a supplement, a vitamin? I said, girl, go to the drugstore, buy one, get one free. What are you talking about, Shaklee? And she said, Coletta, I love you and I want your health to be good. And so why don't you try these supplements for 30 days? But here's the thing. I said, no, I'm not trying these supplements. I'm already taking supplements. So she came back again. It wasn't right away. And she said, can you just try them for 30 days? And then I said, no, I'm not going to. I'm telling you, like 3, 4, 5 times. So then she came back and she said, if you try these for 30 days and they don't work, I'm going to give you your money back. I said, oh, yeah, I'm going to get my money back because I'm prove her wrong and Shaklee wrong and all this whole company, all this stuff. And my husband and I both started taking the products and we started feeling good. And I said, something's wrong. She psyched us up. And so we stayed and we said, to get off of them for 2 weeks. That was the last 2 weeks of the 30 days. And then we're not going to even tell her. We got off and I'm like, my body was like, oh no, it did not feel good. I was back in the same state where I was before. So anyway, my husband saw this as a business. After us being on the products, I began to share with everybody. I didn't feel good. As you can see, we all are just energized and so energetic because we feel good because we've been taking Shaklee. So he looked at it because he was looking at me coming home being with the children. And he said, why don't you look at this as a business? He caught on right away, the money. Those men, they know the money. So we got a little check, and after we got a little check, and I was just talking to people because I'm trying to help everybody, the whole world. My whole thing was, let me talk to the world about what I've experienced. And so we began to do the business, began to grow, and now it's 24 years later. So that was my before, and here's my after now. I'm receiving residual income for what I've done. And there's so many lives. Again, Crystal, you talked about life. There's so many lives that we have touched in so many states. And of course, I'm trying to get the world. But you need people to do it. You need people together. We're not on the same team, but we're reaching the world together. And that's what I like about Shaklee and all that it has to offer. So that's my before and my after. Before, I was not on Shaklee, fussing, complaining, the skeptical nurse. And now here I am on Shaklee, have a business, and saying, what's wrong with these people? Can't they see what Shaklee has to offer? So don't be afraid to talk to people because they're going to say no. No matter what, some will say no. You just keep talking, keep talking, keep talking because it's about the quality of life. So that's what I had to share, ladies. I'm just excited to just share now.
Krista,
Yeah.
do you want to go next? You have a really great story.
Sure. Yes. What I love is that all three of us have different stories. We all have different ways that we found Shaklee or that Shaklee found us. And it's really cool because we can each, like, people can relate to one of the three of us for sure. So Coletta's story was that she wasn't really looking for Shaklee at all. And she actually said no when it was first offered to her. My story is the complete opposite. I actually was looking for Shaklee and I said yes immediately when I first found out about it. And the reason why I was looking for Shaklee is because I was making some healthy lifestyle shifts. I was starting to eat more organic foods, and I was starting to change some of the products in my home for more natural, eco-friendly versions. But I was still taking the grocery store supplements, similar to Coletta, the cheap ones. Again, it was like what's whatever I can get, buy one get one free, 2 for $1, whatever was the cheapest, the cheapest thing I could find. I knew it was important to take vitamins. I just, like many of us, I just didn't know that brand mattered. And I didn't know that you should see and feel results. Like I thought it was just enough to just take any old vitamin and you had done your job for the day, you know? And so, but I still had colds during cold and flu season. I would still have, every day at 3 p.m. at work when I was still doing 9 to 5. It's the time when everybody reaches for their Starbucks coffee or soda or energy drink. And I didn't want to use any of those because I wanted a more natural approach, but I didn't know what. So I would be struggling to try to stay energized throughout the day. Um, some other just minor issues. Like I had some skin flare-ups that I thought I was going to have to go to a dermatologist about because I had tried all the external things to try to clear it up, and those weren't working. I had no idea that it was actually internally the internal issues going on were basically contributing to that. So when I had mentioned, to a friend of mine that I was like really looking to make those changes with like my supplements, he told me about the person who would later become my Shackley sponsor because they both were members of a business networking group, and so he connected us. And I went to an event, a healthy home party that she was having at her house that weekend. And it was so fun. And I learned all about the products. And we did some fun experiments comparing Shackley with other brands. And I saw the Shackley difference with my own eyes. And so I immediately was like, this is exactly what I'm looking for. Because I thought I was going to have to basically go to the local vitamin store and just read through all the labels. I was just going to take a Saturday, spend 3 or 4 hours, literally like going through. I was just going to like find a brand on the shelf and just read all the ingredients. And whatever brand, after all of those different brands, whatever label sounded the best, that's what I was going to go with, right? Which is totally not scientific at all. It's not scientifically proven. I mean, it's better than just grabbing any old thing off the shelf and not even paying attention to the label.
That is true. Yeah.
You know that sometimes companies can put things on the label that is not truly reflective of what's actually inside of the product.
Right.
So therefore, I was super thankful that I didn't have to go that route. First of all, I didn't have to burn a whole Saturday doing something that wasn't even going to be scientifically proven. So it was literally a godsend, a miracle, a blessing. Synchronistically, it all tied in together because when Shackley came into my life, it's exactly what I was looking for. And it was right before I was going to go to the vitamin place and do all of that research. So when I found out about it, I placed my order. I started taking the products and immediately started getting results. Everything I mentioned earlier cleared up, went away, colds went away, skin cleared up. I had natural energy. And it was like the answer to all my prayers. And it's been evergreen health for me ever since. And so, and it's been over a decade now, almost 2 decades. And I'm the kind of person that when I try something and it works for me, I keep using it. Like I don't just stop using it. So my Shackley sponsor did not have to stay on top of me to keep ordering my products every month or remind me to do anything. I was very proactive with that because again, I saw the results, I experienced them, and it was so amazing. And I wanted to keep feeling amazing. So I was excited every month when it was time to place my order. I was like, is it time to place my order yet this month? I actually look forward to it, and I love when my Shackley package arrives at the door. It's like Christmas every month. I get to open my box, So that's my evergreen story when it comes to the health that we can have again through all seasons of life, through all seasons of the year. We can have continual flourishing, abundant health with Shackley, as well as the wealth as we create these residual streams of income that Shackley allows us to do, which is what I love that Ashley is it's about the residuals, baby, and wealth. So now I'm going to turn it over to Ashley to talk about that.
Okay. Okay. So I was looking at the comments, just want to say, hey, Precious, and hey, Robin. And Precious is another person that is so cool. It's been so cool to work with her because she has literally been, changing her life as far as making it evergreen for herself, with the way she feels, with financially. She is just like on the ball. And when I tell you guys, she just like jumped in and ran, and she hit that first rank in 2 weeks and is already starting to make that residual. So anyway, I will just oh, hey Patricia. Precious said, she said, I get excited when I see the FedEx truck. That is so,
I do too.
like,
I do
and when I
too.
tell you, it's like a whole family thing. Like, I'll be like, oh, my package is here. And the kids will be like, the Shackley package, they'll be like, and then my husband, he's a little more reserved. He'd be like, was that the Shackley package? So it's so funny. But man, I am just like Robin said, woohoo, like that is like so true. You can tell that we are so excited. Now for my evergreen story, it's a little different because they were like presented with it, and they had the choice to choose yes or no. I did not have that choice because I grew up with it. So my family has been a Shackley family ever since the 70s, 1974. And I tell my grandmother's before and after story a lot because, I've just always been taking it all my life. And so my grandmother, she was born with juvenile arthritis. And they said that when she would have to walk to school a lot, but then she would have to like lay down in the back of the classroom because of her legs. And so she had that. She had all growing up, and she just thought that everybody had that. She thought everybody felt that way. And then she had constant migraines, and she would always have to take a nap after she got home from work. And I remember when hearing them tell the story, like she went to her first meeting where Lana, our upline, introduced her Shackley, and Lana's husband and my Nana's husband were cousins. And so they introduced it to her. And when she went, she had 3 prescriptions in her purse, one for blood pressure, one for cholesterol, and I think one for migraines. And she was a lot like you, Coletta. She is not trying to try it at all. But when they said that, if she tried it for 30 days, she would get they would get their money back if they didn't feel better. Then she was like, okay, well, I will be back in 30 days to get my money back. And Lana told me a couple weeks ago, she was like, she was coming back to get the money back because she had wanted to use the money to buy a dress. So anyway, she was trying it. They tried it, her and my pop, they tried it. And she said that she didn't realize that she was feeling better until my mom, I think, who was maybe like 12 or 10 or 12. She said that my mom, they were doing the laundry, folding the laundry. And my mom was like, okay, we need to stop taking these vitamins because you have too much energy. And I guess they have more energy. And if you knew my Vanna, if you were around her and you were not doing something, then you would soon be doing something. And so my mom was like, okay, we got to do something because I'm having to do too much stuff. And that's when it hit my Nana that she was like, wait a minute. And then she actually started thinking about how she felt. And she wasn't having to take the naps, which is why my mom had more work to do. But her migraines were gone. The pains in her legs were gone. And she actually never had to go back. She never had to get those prescriptions filled. And it was so crazy that when she went to the doctor, and the doctor said, asked her, like, what are you doing? And she started telling him about Shackley and everything. And she said that he sat there and listened, and after she finished saying her piece, he smiled, opened up his desk drawer, and it was full of Shackley vitamins. And I was like, wow, But that's her story. I know for me, I just grew up taking them. And so I don't think I realized what vitamins were doing for me, as a kid, as I was growing up. But as I look back, I know. But I will say, as for my before and after, I can do one for the claim because I just did one recently, and it had been a while since I had done the full 7-day one. And Ashton and I did one about 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. And one of the biggest things for me, it did do, like, I definitely lost weight, and I know I lost inches because all my pants are loose. But and it did help with cravings because I was starting to get like cravings for like sugar, and I really love donuts and crumble cookies. And so that was starting to become like an every Saturday thing. And then that was soon be like creeping into the week. And I was like, oh, I think I know what time it is. So so those cravings, you know, it helped a whole lot with that. But the biggest result for me was sleep. Around the third day, I think it was Wednesday, going into Thursday, I woke up on Thursday and realized that I slept the whole night without waking up at all. And that was the first time that that had happened since I had Chloe 4 years ago.
Wow.
So, and I woke up like I felt so good. And I was like, whoa, I didn't realize what I was missing, you know? That was the biggest thing for me. And my sleep has been much better ever since. And that's made a big difference with my day and how I handle things during the day. And, you know, it's been amazing. So that's pretty much our Precious said it breaks my attraction to carbs. That's great. That's
Yes.
really good.
Mhm.
And we're about to start another one, guys. And Precious is going to be doing it with us. We're all doing it. Precious and the Cheston team, Sally and Amy and Johnny, they have a whole team coming aboard, and it's so cool. Coletta has like a couple, you know, several teams in her group starting. You know, she has 10 people so far. Like we just started
Yes,
mentioning
so
it.
far. We're still
Just so
talking.
far. Right.
Yes.
I have people that have been reaching out to me literally like every day. Like it's just so cool. And if you guys haven't seen, if you follow Crystal on social media, and if you look on her Instagram at Gorgeous by Nature, and if you scroll, you'll see her cleanse results too. Which when I saw that, I was like, oh, I need to go ahead and do myself another one. Because
Right.
her results, right? It was, I was like, oh, okay.
That was
I need
summertime.
to, yeah, it was like, it was so, her results were so good. But the cool thing about it, guys, is that what we're doing, it's not just the 7 day cleanse. The 7 day cleanse is really just to get our system, get our body into shape for the actual healthy lifestyle routine that we're going to be helping people to set up. And so the cleanse, you know, you dump the junk out the trunk. It helps with focus. It helps with clarity, like mental clarity. It helps with so much because what happens in our gut. And if you look at, we will play a red table talk, and then I'll make this super short. But we'll play one of the red table talks that the Smith family did about health, and the doctor talks about how much the gut affects your mental health, and as well as so many other things. So we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff. We have a really big group and accountability, fun accountability, but encouragement and different tools and resources. Oh, it's going to be so cool. It's going to be so cool. But it's a VIP group.
We're all excited. You know, we're
Yeah.
excited because of what we have.
Mhm.
And to be able to share it with people, sometimes you don't realize until you're using the products.
Yeah.
When you use them, and you can see you have a different story for each product. There's so
Right.
many, like between all of us, because we've used the products, we have a different story. Yes, Shackley works. Yes, we can prove it. Yes,
Mhm.
we challenge you. Yes, and that's the part that I mean, becoming a skeptic. I was a skeptical person, but seeing what Shackley products can do, that's why I'm telling everybody. And it's as Crystal was saying, it's about life. It's about life, the quality of life. So that's why I mean, like people looking at us, they're so excited. They're so this is not a makeup. This is how we feel. This is
Yeah.
how we are. And I was thinking about too, and you saying both of y'all with the doing the cleanse. I need to do it because I've gained weight since this COVID-19. So I need to. we're not gonna be in the house forever. So it looks like I'm I know my body when I take these clothes off, I say, oh no, I gotta get this off. So that's why we're excited about that too. So we all in, and we do have groups all over.
We
I'm
do.
saying all over the United States and outside too. So
Hmm. And it's so cool. So we're gonna all be coming together and working together because there's room for everybody to improve, and we are too. You know, we haven't arrived. We're working every day to improve our health, and we have Crystal on the nutrition piece. You know, we have, which is she is amazing. Like, don't sleep. Crystal Scott, gorgeous by nature. And then we have Coletta, who's really going to be focusing in on that journey part. We have the Cheston group, who's going to be doing like a nightly coaching class during the cleanse to help us, you know, get through that flying colors, and it's just really cool. But overall, and I do want to stress this before we go, is that our overall, hey Amanda, hey, Amanda recently jumped on and she's changing her health, so we're so excited. But we are our focus is long-term health. So what we're doing in January is we're creating routines, our healthy lifestyle routine that we will continue for the rest of the year, the rest of our lives. But when we say small, simple steps, it's so that we can, you know, reach those goals, feel really good about it, and then keep going. And it's always evolving, but you'll always feel your best. So whether you are you know, teaching at home, homeschooling your kids, whether you're working, whether you own your own business, whether you're a musician, like we are, you know, long studio days, whatever it is, we perform better and do better, react better to our kids. We react better to life when we feel better, you know, and so we are just so excited. And if you have any questions about anything, just reach out to one of us and we will definitely help you to get plugged in because it's amazing how quickly it's growing. So anyway, that's all. Does anybody have anything else you want to add before we close out? No? Okay. Well, we are done, you guys. And if you want more information, we always go more into detail. We keep Facebook short, but we can go more into detail on our Zoom call, which is at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. And you can just go to healthchatlife.com. And I'll put that in the comments too, healthchatlife.com. And then click on the 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, and then you'll be able to jump on with us tonight because we go into more detail and give you all the goodies, give you all the good details and all that stuff. So it's gonna be real cool. And before we go, Amanda Reed said, she said, "I have my energy back." Woo! And that's a big deal, you
give them
guys.
the challenge. Give them the challenge, and the challenge is not to do it alone. Get three
Yes.
people.
Yeah.
Three, the magic number, but get three to join in with you. And that's where you learn more even about the wealth part of what Shackley has for you, because they will actually give you a bonus for you inviting at least three people that purchase these kits, the Prove It Challenge or the Meology. That helps with the money you've already put into the kit that you just bought.
Yeah.
Hey, win-win situation here. So don't come by yourself to this group. Get three people to come with you and watch the excitement you'll have, just like we have it right now.
And that's what we did. You know, it's the three of us.
It's
And
the
it is
three.
so cool. It's so cool, you guys. And then let's see, Mary said, "Yay. I'm so excited for you, Amanda, because you guys, she just started a couple weeks ago and she is already feeling better. Patricia, can you still sign up for the concert today? Yeah, you can actually. We just set that 17th deadline just so that we could have like a good count. But you can register for the concert all the way up until the 20th, which is this Sunday. And that's a Christmas concert that I'm having. I usually have a concert for the majority of my group, which is in the Maryland area, but we weren't able to travel up there this year. And so we just was like, hey, we're going to bring the music to you and do it virtually. So we're having a Christmas holiday concert. And you heard a little bit of our Christmas single at the beginning of this health chat today. But we're doing a virtual concert, which you can register at healthchatlife.com, same website as you will for the health chats. But you can register for it there, and we'll be sharing Christmas holiday cheer and also doing giving some recognition for our group and their achievements. And I also, really quick before we go, I would like to give a special shout out to my upline Lana Swan, who just got her first $10,000 from the 20,000 in 2020. She just got her first 10,000 bonus this week. So when we tell you that, and that's an extra bonus on top of her monthly, on top of her daily. So when we tell you guys that the income that is real, the residual income is real, and a lot of what she gets monthly, she said, is what she is from the work that they did on their business the first year of their business in 1974. So residual is real. Residual, we're just super excited. Anyway, let me get up. We gotta go, guys. But we will see you guys if you want to jump on tonight. Go to healthchatlife.com, 6 Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.